Na 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 na. Where's the fan rant notifications?
Glorious! No, I won't give in till I'm victorious!
Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video we are here to discuss Rangers versus Celtic, and I've got to be honest with you, there was a lot more comments in yesterday's prediction video on the Celtic end that just seemed to have vanished. A lot of ends like this. Look, this. Yep, this. So, I've just got to say to those special individuals, I'm going to have fun with this one, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and hopefully you do too. Enough to hit that like button, because this is the first time on the channel that we have bet Celtic Football Club, so let's stand up and absolutely smash that bad boy. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to be subscribing as well. And yeah, let's just dive right into this game of football then, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers 1, Celtic 0. Now that was the final score, but I'm sitting here to tell you, watching this video, that scoreline doesn't reflect the game. Celtic were absolutely outfought, outplayed, and they were just left absolutely clueless by the famous. Now, I've just got to ask, that level of performance and commitment for Rangers, can that be the new standard, please? Because we absolutely played them off the park. I'm no lying here when I say it should have been 6-0. Honestly, absolutely roasted them off the park. Normally what I do in these fan recaps or in the Old Firm games, I break down some players' performances, but we need to talk about pretty much everyone, because everyone to a man, apart from Alan McGregor, who had nothing today. We may as well have just pulled the goalie. We may as well have just pulled him. Ironic, because it's normally him pulling. Shagger reference. But before we dive into the single player focus, let's discuss how the game was won. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ryan Kent was just a mythical, magical late Christmas present from heaven and above, that he was fully fit and able to play against Celtic. And can I just say, he absolutely was phenomenal. They just couldn't touch him. He was doing spin moves by Scott Brown and Cham. He was like doing little reverse passes past Lustig, who basically retired, especially with the first goal, because Ryan Kent, skin, runs down the wing, fakes him, sends Lustig back to Police Academy 8, cuts it back, passes into Ryan Jack, by the way, who then takes a first time finish, hits it in between the very overrated Scott Brown's legs and into the back of the net. Now, as you can imagine, my reaction to that, not only just being a Rangers fan and being an Old Firm, obviously the excitement of that, but the fact that it was Ryan Jack, my favourite player, in an Old Firm getting his first goal for the Glasgow Rangers, I nearly went to Space Mountain. And when I came back from Space Mountain, I was basically just like that scene in Platoon where he's just like bang, 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 bang. That is how I felt with emotions, because it was an unbelievable move by Ryan Kent. Fantastic balance and skill and technique. The direct drive that Rangers have been missing for the last 4 weeks, he hasn't been available. It's clear to see how much he improves the Glasgow Rangers. But the poise from Ryan Jack, just hitting the target. I know it takes a deflection off Scott Brown, but I don't care. It was more than deserved, and that put it 1-0. Now, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I have seen Rangers take the lead against Celtic twice now on this football channel. We obviously had the one where Josh Windass, after a couple of minutes, and we folded, we got scared, and we let Celtic play. And then obviously Daniel Cadiz in that same match once again put us ahead, and once again we retreated and we defended deep, and we let Celtic play. But this game, they did not let up for a single moment. We talked about it in the prediction video. Gerrard, obviously the press conferences, they were going to go after them for the first whistle. There was going to leave nothing left in the tank. And I've got to be honest with you, just to be brutally honest, I was so proud of the way the players played. They absolutely gave everything and more. The amount of distance that they ran in that game of football was absolutely frightening. You saw what they'd done each and every single time. They didn't give Celtic a minute, not even a split second, a microsecond on the ball. Celtic were kicking the ball out of play, they were putting their heads down, looking at their captain Scott Brown, who wasn't playing. It was a fantastic effort and overall team performance from the Glasgow Rangers, and the response from going ahead was, let's go and get more goals. And I'm sitting here telling you, I'm absolutely gobsmacked that we never scored more goals. Like I said earlier on in the video, we should have scored 6 goals. Craig Gordon, who I have been very critical of this channel, especially in Scotland videos, etc., was absolutely brilliant. He is the only reason there wasn't 5-6 goals by Celtic, and I'm being brutally honest there. Craig Gordon made save after save after save. The first one he makes is absolutely brilliant for Daniel Candeias, because I think it even takes a deflection off the Celtic defender's hand, which could have been a handball, whatever, but it's a good little deflection save. The second one is even better because Connor Goldson heading it across the goal, and he's got the awareness to tip up. I know he saved a one-on-one versus Ryan Kent, and then Celtic players had one defended off the line, but I think his best save was in the second half from Ryan Jack, who hits a half volley across the ground, and Craig Gordon spreads his hand out, not only saves it but has the strong enough paw on his arm just to absolutely slap it out the way. It was a phenomenal save, and like I said, he kept the scoreline respectable, but the overall game was not respectable. It was a clear dominant performance from the Glasgow Rangers. Let's discuss some of the players, right? Like I said, Alan McGregor didn't have anything to do. James Tavernier had Scott Sinclair absolutely on a leash. It was embarrassing. Dare I say the best performance in Tav's career, and a true Rangers captain's performance. Moving on to the two centre halves, I've got to give all the credit. Connor Goldson obviously had a injury, and he was a very late call to play, but he didn't put a foot wrong. And Mr. Joe Worrell, can I just take a wee second to focus on the man who gets absolutely slaughtered all the time? Not just for his overall presence in the air, etc., winning balls, but the one time Celtic actually was looking to threaten was Michael Johnson sort of using his pace, and Worrell stood up, waited to the right moment and made a brilliant slide challenge to stop that counter-attack. It was a fantastic performance for Joe Worrell, by far his best performance in a Rangers shirt, and like I said, that is now the standard for Mr. Joe Worrell. Moving on to the next player is someone that the Celtic fans like to sing in my comment section every time we do an Old Firm. I see Halliday, na 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 na, and some Ivory Coast flags. But now I didn't see none. I'm not getting notifications. I'm not getting Ivory Coast flags and Halliday's face sent to me, blah blah blah, laughs and jokes, because Andy Halliday shut down probably Scotland's best winger right now this season, and that's going to be James Forrest. Absolutely shut him out the game. Bet him in the air, tackled him, outpaced him, strengthed him, outplayed him. A fantastic performance. I know he got booked for time wasting, but can I just say, after last year when Murray took him off early in the first half, Celtic fans were singing his name the entire game. What mental strength to rebound from being that low to come back to being one of our best players in our first Old Firm win since 2012. You've just got to give so much respect to the man, and what a performance for Mr. Andy Halliday. Now I'm actually going to go a wee bit more rapid fire and discuss the midfield, because I think the three of them were just absolutely amazing. Let's talk about Ross McCrorie. Came back into the squad a couple of weeks ago because of injuries, etc. Now he's got to be one of the first names on the team sheet. It's actually scary to think that he was getting kept out of the team with Ajaya. He never lost a challenge. He got stuck into absolutely everything. He never lost none. The next player I'm actually going to discuss isn't going to be the goal scorer. I'm saving that for last. We're actually going to discuss Scotty Arfield. Now, I don't really like likening players to previous players, etc. Like, say, oh, he reminds me of this, he reminds me of that, and that performance. I don't really like doing that, but I want to just say that Scott Arfield in this game of football, the way he absolutely bullied Scott Brown, that reminded me of Barry Ferguson in his prime. The commitment, the willingness to run and do the dirty challenges, the screaming in people's faces, the rallying call, the way that he was just smiling to Brown every time he knocked him on his arse, tripping him, getting involved. That was a captain-esque performance. You could tell how much he wanted it. And now let's discuss the goal-scoring midfield player, Mr. Ryan Jack, just getting better and better and better. He could have scored 2 goals, but again, in this further role with Ross McCrorie sitting in the hole, you can see what Ryan Jack does now. He dictates games, gets the ball rolling. He's still got the smart and obviously the defensive ability to get back and tuck in when needed, but he actually bullied Nitcham, or Cham, whatever the hell his name is. People will talk up and say, oh, he's this and that. He got absolutely controlled by Ryan Jack. Even one time where it looked like Cham was miles past him, Ryan Jack just ran out the way and just went, there you go, son, this is my house, this is Ibrox, and I'm Ryan Jack. Right, let's move on to the attacking line. Then we had Daniel Candeias, we had Alfredo Morelos, and we had Ryan Kent. What a performance, what an effort from the boys. Let's talk about Candace first. Obviously, he got substituted. Koulibaly came in, ran his little heart out, etc, etc. But Daniel Candace's work ethic, his link-up play with Tavernier, they were perfectly in sync in this game, and they were just absolutely brilliant. He really went after Callum McGregor, kept him pinned back a lot of the times, and when Daniel Candace did eventually start to tire, that's when McGregor started to grow into the game a little bit, and that was a clever and very timely substitution, bringing on Koulibaly to sit out in the right. Daniel Candace ran his race and put his heart on the park. Moving on to the next player is going to be Alfredo Morelos. Now, he didn't score against Celtic, and that might be a slight against them, but once again, it's one player controlling an entire back line. They saw it. Ralston, or whatever his name is, came on. He was spitting the dummy out. You had Boyata absolutely mincing himself every single time Morelos went near him. He couldn't even control him. He couldn't even get anywhere near him. The only thing Boyata's good at is in the air. I have no idea why Celtic fans rate him, because I think he's absolutely dog meat, and Alfredo Morelos showed that. Just absolutely bullied him. Didn't get the old firm goal, etc, etc, but his performance showed why he is the best striker in the SPFL. And last but not least, I know I've already mentioned a little bit about him, but Mr. Ryan Kent for me was just absolutely unplayable. We've missed him so much. The braveness on the ball was absolutely incredible. The way he's just willing, he just get the ball in and beat people. Even in the middle of the park where he had Scott Brown and Champ coming at him to kill him, he'd done a backwards reverse cross turn thing and bet them both. But that is going to be the end of my fan recap. Just so much pride going into this team. Gerrard, what a job he's actually done with a shoestring budget. The 6 months he's actually had, absolutely incredible what he's managed to do. He's took out, when we were having our blip, he's took some of the bad apples out, put the players that want to play, brung in Andy Halliday, revitalised him. An absolute incredible job, and we sit top, or joint top, of the league at Christmas going into the winter break. Would you not have took that at the start of the season? And I know this video is extremely long at this point, but I don't care. It is time for a sponsor break. There is no way they could put that much effort in and we ain't going to toast them. So grab your refreshments, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Sponsor break. Now it's time to read out the people's opinion, and if I'm honest with you, I didn't just pick 3 players, I just said everyone, because it was a team performance, and probably the best team performance I've seen in, 10 years. Incredible. So 1041 votes all went to everyone, and they absolutely deserve it. So let's see what the peoples had to say. Alfredo Cartel says, Ryan Jack, bring on the brand new video. Alex Horn says 110% from everyone. We are the people. Ibrox is jumping. Billy Kay said every player did his job better than they've done in weeks. As a team, they were solid unit. Captain Tav ruled the blue wave of Ibrox. Halliday put in better crosses than we saw in the World Cup. Write the screenplay of Rangers beating Celtic. Ryan Jack would score the winner. Drogo just sends us absolutely beautiful picture just with him and his family. That is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Family. Nicolo Katic, the Tim Scalper, says Ryan Jack's vertified Tim Scalper. Jordan says every effing staunch C out there, Ryan Jack can have my kids. Keith Robertson says Jack, and honestly bravo, however the league will be won on consistency. Hard to tell who has that right now, considering the bigger teams only seem to save their best for the bigger matches. If you can treat all teams like big teams, then you can take the title. Kerry Ann said, I thought McGregor was poor, he just couldn't get himself into the game. Julian says, Andy Halliday, man of the match. Great. Jamie Craig says, great game from the famous today, couldn't believe the heart they put into this one. For me, Candace and Kent were my standouts. Kent really seemed to string together what we've been missing in the last few weeks, and Candyman won the ball in the third countless times. And the last 2 or 3 that we'll read out come from Mr. Neely says Scott Brown was man of the match. Kenneth McLean says you can't pick one, it was the best team performance. And the last one I'm about to read out come from Kieran McIntyre, says you lot deserved it, we didn't kick a ball. Hopefully it makes the title race very interesting, which is good for everyone involved. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You heard the people's opinion, you've heard mine. Get involved, because I want to know your thoughts and opinions on that overall performance. If you would like to support the channel directly, the link for that will be in the description below. And once again, I've been CJNova92. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.